So Natalia, we are here at the Hardset Insurance Health Summit in Zurich, where AI Intelligence is celebrating its Swiss premiere. Congratulations. Natalie, you've been in the room all morning. How has the conversation felt to you?
Yes, thank you very much. Conversation has been honestly great and very meaningful, and everything keeps circling back to the same question. We all own data, but how can we actually own the intelligence of our data? Which is great because this is what I came here to talk about.
What is intelligence in the context of an organization?
Yes, for 70 years, companies has built the ability to calculate and the ability to remember with computers, databases, clouds, but an actual real brain does more than that. A real brain is able to turn experience into foresight. And we have built the infrastructure for years, but now is the time to install the mind into it.
You mentioned mind, so what does that mind actually do for a hospital?
Yes, it allows a hospital to shift from reacting to foreseeing. Because today, when something unexpected happens, your team is forced to react on it. And traditional systems, they only allow you to see what happened yesterday. However, with AI intelligence, it is able to process millions of past decisions, so you can finally start foreseeing, and it's able to identify the issue before it happens. If there's gonna be a shortage of beds, it will be able to identify this issue 2 days in advance.
I'm asking myself, why is it only possible now? Hospitals have had computers for decades.
That's correct, but foresight at this scale requires huge compute, and it requires chips that they have the capacity to run through millions of data at once on real time. And until recently, that was only possible through data centers that they sit thousands of kilometers away, which you cannot own it. However, now technology is advanced enough to make this compact enough to sit on a hardware that sits on your premises, that you can just point at it and call it yours. This is why sovereign AI is possible now, where it was not possible 5 years ago.
You described this as a third brain. What does owning it actually mean?
Yes, your organization currently has 2 brains. One would be the people, and the other one will be the IT systems. The third brain will be the experience, institutional experience, that knows how to run your organization from beginning to end. And this institutional experience lives on your team. However, it leaves the moment these people leave your company. So what we do is we give it a permanent home on a hardware that sits on premises. And the important word here is to own, because the moment you subscribe it or you rent it, you're giving your advantage to someone else's system.
And Natalia, how does ownership actually hold up legally and technically?
This is the question most boards should be asking about, but not everyone gets a clear answer. But Swiss law is very strict and clear about this. Health data is specially protected. It cannot leave the borders without the adequate systems and security systems. And this clash, for instance, with US doesn't qualify for this. An US provider can be legally forced to hand in data regardless this data is sitting in another country, which this will create conflict in between jurisdictions from Switzerland and the US, let's say. That's why our answer is more architectural, because the data is only owned by you. You're the only owner of the key to access it, to the point that not even us were able to look inside. And this is not a promise, this is the whole contract.
So now give us a real number, something a CEO or a CFO would put into a board presentation.
Okay, let's take the operational theater as an example. Let's say we have 10 theaters that they are working 250 days a year. 1 hour loss, let's say at 3,000 francs, at the end of the year it will sum up to 7.5 million Swiss francs losses. This is only from one hospital, from one root of a problem that we cannot see before. AI intelligence, it learns. By year 1, it saves 1 hour. By year 2, it saves 2 hours. By year 3, the pattern is so consistent and so clear enough that it's able to bring the evaluation of your company up. Because imagine you tailor the operations of the theater to perfection. So imagine you can license this knowledge, we call it an intelligence asset, to the point that you perfected the operational theater of your hospital, and you can license this to a hospital sitting on the other side of the world. So at the beginning, AI intelligence reduces your losses, but at the end, it becomes an asset that generates extra income streams for your organization.
So we come to my last question. One sentence for the executives in the room.
Yes, for years you have been building a brain that is only able to look backwards. And now the piece that allows you to look into the future has arrived. So the only question left is whether you will own it.